Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog of the Body Development 2K Club Challenge. We're on phase 2, February, second month. Today's exact date is February 6th, I think. Yeah, probably should have checked that before recording. 7th, it's Monday the 7th of February. So overall, woke up, had a good 8 hours sleep. I'm starting to wake up, actually not quite 8 hours to be fair, if I'm being honest. I woke up at like 7 something. The thing I'm finding is as soon as it gets light outside, I kind of like wake up. And as things are getting lighter earlier and earlier, I expect I'm gonna have to take that into consideration when trying to sort out my sleep schedule. I woke up, wasn't feeling hungry, was feeling, yeah, generally really good. Good start to my day, nothing holding me back. My foot is feeling a lot better. I mean, I still feel a little bit of pain, but it's enough where I feel comfortable taking the class. I'm just gonna not run as hard in the running sections of the Metcon cards class, which is essentially, if you've watched the other videos in the series, and I imagine you didn't just randomly pick this one, essentially you have a deck of cards, you play through it. When I say play through it, each face represents a different exercise and the number represents exactly how many reps you're doing of that exercise. So I'm looking forward to that tonight. I say I'm looking forward to it. It's brutal, but it's all good workouts. And yeah, no, about 11 o'clock I started getting the hunger, just about to eat my food right now. So I'm immediately going to go from this video and then I'll cut you into so you can see exactly what I was eating. But yeah, no, doing really good. I don't actually need to go shopping yet because I just literally bought a huge amount of chicken thighs. I actually need to get a restock on a bit of pork, but because of the way it sort of crossed over from last week, my shopping bill this week is going to look significantly lower because I've got materials left over from last week. So it's now sort of getting to that point where my costs are getting lower and lower, and in fact, I still have materials left over. Although I am going to try and put up the amount of calories I'm eating, so we'll definitely see about that. And we'll see how that affects the cost. It's probably not going to be that bad. It's like 390 something calories is like a pound. And there's more efficient ways to do it if I went to like Lidl or somewhere like that. Anyway, guys, so that's just a quick update for my day. Feeling good, ready. Haven't had any trouble getting started with work or anything. And I'm just gonna dive into lunch right now and looking forward to the rest of the day. And guys, this is meal 1 for the day. So we have 1 pork chop, thick cut from Sainsbury's, 281 grams of potatoes, and 30 grams dark chocolate. I put the dark chocolate up. It's just the bars come in 90 grams, so it's just easier to do 3 meals of 3 than trying to break them down to 25s like I was before. Plus, I'm looking to put my calories up a little bit, so it's just kind of an easy way of doing that. Ideally, I would be pushing that up on the protein side, but I'm kind of interested to figure out a way of doing that without raising my cost significantly. I do have protein powder, so I could, in theory, be having shakes, but my problem with that is like the stuff that I've got is very plant-based, and it kind of goes against the idea of whatever a caveman could find. I mean, a caveman wouldn't find chocolate like this, but they could find 100% cocoa and probably have a good time with it. Anyway, that's a problem for me to solve in the future. This is just a quick rundown of what I'm going to be eating, and I'll catch up with you guys for meal 2 a little later. Okay guys, this is meal 2 for the day. It's a lot bigger than I usually eat. I have 130 something grams of parsnip. I have 139 grams of avocado, 30 grams of dark chocolate, and 495 grams of chicken thighs. Now the crazy thing about that is the chicken thighs on their own are worth 1,100 calories. This meal puts my daily intake up to 2,500. This is actually way above what I'd normally have. I'd normally eat around 2,000. So what I'm going for here is, based on the data that I'm burning, is that perhaps my reporting is not entirely accurate. So I'm going to try this larger meal. I'm going to see what my burn is and just experiment a little bit. Because I got room. I'm still losing the weight. It's still coming down quite significantly. So I'm going to try and see if I can lower that down just to make sure I'm retaining that muscle mass and that my metabolism adjusts with my weight drop. Anyway, with all that said, I need to eat this and then get over the Metcon cards, so I'll catch up with you for the wrap up a little bit later. Hey guys, how you doing? Just wanted to do a quick wrap up of the day. We had Metcon cards today. Foot was actually okay. I was a bit worried it was going to hurt on some of the lunges. I was struggling, but overall I got through it. Session went pretty well. Spent about 59% of the workout in zone 5. So that was actually really good for my heart rate in terms. That was like 59%, by 15 minutes of the routine was spent at my heart rate maximum. So Good workout, good workout. Overall, calories in today, 2,486. Calories out, 2,896, giving us a deficit of 410. Less than the 500 a day, but we are accounting for the fact that I feel like my tracking has been off based on the fact that the amount that I've burned is probably closer to 1,000 calorie deficit a day based on the amount of weight that I've lost over the month. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'll keep an eye on the scale, and I will have a few days where I just eat a bit more and accept a little bit less, just to sort of see how that impacts my weigh-ins at the end of the week. I'm really tired now. I'm feeling a little bit hungry, to be honest. I don't like going to bed hungry, which is weird because I've eaten more today than I usually eat. But I'll be okay. Like, I know I can manage it. It's just a case of it's a bit uncomfortable going to sleep hungry, and part of that is due to the lack of carbohydrates that I've been eating in general. I imagine if I had a few more of those, I'd probably be feeling a little bit more energy. Or if I upped my protein, I wouldn't feel hungry, because generally the more protein you have, the less hungry you tend to feel. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up really fast. Good day. Tomorrow, day 37. Day 37. Just keep going. Tuesday, February 8th. Yeah. All right, guys, catch you in a bit. So today, woke up around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. It was a little bit of a late night, but generally feeling pretty good. Not feeling too hungry when I woke up. Was in a very good mood. I'm feeling a bit hungry now because it's right before lunch. It didn't really affect my ability to work or anything this morning. I did have to pop out and grab some more food. I also bought some vitamin C tablets. I just figured I probably should be getting a little bit more of that since I'm not eating any fruits or anything like that, and I just want to make sure that I'm not dipping too low on that. So I bought some I like Barocas. It's a knockoff version because Barocas like £8 for a pack. Shopping bill for just the food. I picked up some pork belly, I picked up some pork slices, and then just some carbs and a bit of avocado. All in all, came out to about £10. It's going to last me about 4 days, plus I've already got the chicken thighs in there, which is going to see me through. So I've got about 4 days worth of food. Didn't need to buy any more chocolate because I'm pretty much set on that for a while. Yeah, but all in all, pretty good. Foot's almost fully recovered. It's kind of now more of a minor annoyance where I can feel certain parts of my pressure points on my foot hurt, but other than that, feeling pretty good. So not a ton to report today to start off with, but yeah, I'll show you what I'm eating. It's going to be pork belly slices, so usual kind of meal. At this point, if you've been watching the series, you're probably very familiar with what I'm eating, and mostly I'm still posting videos of my food for accountability purposes. So when I look back, I can be like, yeah, I absolutely definitely didn't cheat on this, or at least I remember to track everything, write down all the data, because that's the big part, is making sure that you put it in MyFitnessPal. You need to be able to, or a calorie tracking app of your choice. I just recommend MyFitnessPal because it's the one I'm using, because you need to know what your stats are to make any noticeable changes. Like even if the watch that I've mentioned in previous videos might be underreporting the calories burn, if I've got numbers, at the very least I can start playing with those numbers to sort of see how much is it out, or that. If you're just doing it blind and you're only checking the scale at the end of the week, it gets a little bit harder. It gets a little bit harder because you wait till the end of the week. It takes quite a while, and then you're like, okay, so I should eat more food or I should eat less food. And you weigh yourself, and you can be different across a couple of different days depending on what you've eaten, what you've drunk. Past tense, drunk. Yeah. So still would definitely advise picking up some kind of tracking and then playing with the numbers when you want to start seeing what happens to the results. So yeah, all that said and done, let's jump over the food and I'll catch you in just a second. And guys, this is lunch. So I have 250 grams of pork belly slices, 250 grams of potato, and 30 grams of absolute black chocolate. Crazy enough, this plate looks a little bit small, comes out 1,300 calories. That's just the pork belly really carrying its weight for the calories that I need. With chicken thighs a little bit later, I'm going to be looking at getting up to about 2,300 quite comfortably. I can of course tone that down just a little bit, have a little bit less chicken if I want to get it into around the 2,200 range, which I think is about right for where I want to experiment with right now. Prior to this, I've been generally eating about 2,000 a day, and my average burn has been about 600, or just shy of 700. So if I go up to 22, that should put me in the range of, or at least checking to sort of see how that affects the scale, because my PT thinks that I'm underreporting or under eating based on what the data I'm putting in. And I know that I'm weighing everything and putting it in correctly, so it's got to be the amount of calories out that I'm getting incorrect. Anyway, guys, I'm going to eat this and catch you up for meal 2 a little bit later. And guys, this is meal 2 for today. We have 109 grams of avocado, 360 grams, I want to say, chicken thighs, somewhere around that region, and about 165 parsnip. No chocolate, and this brings us up to about 2,400 calories for the day. After I walk over to the gym and then do the workout and come back, I'll probably have a burn around 2,800, so it's going to put us probably a little bit below what our target is, but that should line up quite nicely to, if we take into consideration that our watch isn't potentially tracking correctly, it will give us a bit of a data that we can compare versus the previous week's weight loss to see if this is working. So I'm going to eat this and get ready for the gym. Hey guys, we're here for a wrap up of the day. Overall, pretty good one. I'll do a quick review of all the calories in and out. So total in was 2,361. Total out was 2,574. Total deficit 213. So well below the target of 500. I should have probably anticipated that Monday and Wednesday workouts generally burn the most calories for me because they're the most active. They're the ones that push my heart rate to the max. The Tuesday, Thursday, Friday ones, less so. So a couple of things I can do to counteract that. I'm going to perhaps reduce, well, tomorrow is going to be one of those big days. So I could probably eat around 2,200. 2,200 seems to be about the right amount on a Monday or a Wednesday. And about 2,000 seems to be about the right amount for the other days. But that said, like, I'm genuinely I was losing so much weight so quickly that it's almost weird to try and change something that appears to be working. But I kind of want to lose the weight a little bit slower because I just want to make sure I'm maintaining that muscle mass. That said, I hadn't lost any muscle mass when I did the last scan, but I'm going to trust in the process and I'll try and get that deficit back to about 500. So it probably means, yeah, just sort of taking it a little bit easier going for walks and that. Yeah, anything else to say? I'm feeling a little bit hungry now. It's like nearly midnight. Sorry, the clock is over. The clock is over there, so it makes sense to just quickly check that. Yeah, it's nearly midnight right now, so I'm gonna get some sleep. Get up, do the whole thing again. Got fit tomorrow. Foot's just about healed. Like it's just like you can barely feel any pain anymore. Just gotta be a little bit careful of straining it. Get through the fit session, get through my day of work, get through everything I need to do, and yeah, keep it rolling to the weekend. Alright guys, that's going to be me for today. I will catch you on the next one. Today, how am I feeling? Pretty good. Woke up around 7:30. I am struggling to sleep in past 8. That's because it's getting lighter out earlier. I do have quite thick curtains as well, so it's a little bit weird that I'm struggling to sleep. It might be, again, low carbohydrates is having an impact on my sleep because yesterday I didn't eat that many. I didn't have the parsnips with the evening meal. So ultimately I feel like there might be some interference on that side, which is actually causing me to struggle to sleep the full 8 hours. That said, I got to bed around midnight, got up around 7:30-ish, so almost 8 hours. So it's not too far off. But getting those carbohydrates up a little bit is definitely on my agenda based on how I was feeling so low previously when I dropped it all the way down to about 10%. Today, no, pretty good. I can't think of anything else really to add to my day so far. I'm feeling a bit hungry now. It's about 11:30, but I'm not ravenous. Like I could push this back to 1 and I'd be okay. Yeah, no, so I feel like that's kind of everything I'm going to say without just repeating myself. But all in all, good sleep. Already 2.5 liters down on water. So just got to keep going, get to the 4.5 to keep myself fully hydrated, and have 1 or 2 glasses of salt water and also vitamin C in water. Those little tablets that you just put in and they froth up. Those are kind of really good because I realize I'm not eating any fruit or anything like that. I'm a bit concerned about my vitamin C levels, so I'm going to try and add those in to offset the fact that I'm just not eating fruit. Don't want to get scurvy. That'd be a great way to end the series. All right, guys, yeah, we've got the chat bot and all my teeth fell out. So we're going to avoid that, and I will get back to you once lunch is ready so you can see exactly what I'm eating today. And guys, this is meal one for today. We have 264 grams of new potatoes, 250 grams of pork belly slices, and 30 grams of absolute dark chocolate. All in all, this punches out at about 1,300 calories. Really looking forward to this. And then eat about 1,000 later as well, get up to about 23. And that should keep me in rough ranges of the 500 deficit on the basis that I'm burning more than the Garmin Watch is reporting as part of the experiment. So we'll see when we do our scan, which I'll talk about a little bit later today. Anyway, guys, catch you for the next meal. Okay, guys, this is meal two for today, which is day 39. We have 230 grams of parsnips and 351 grams of chicken thighs. I am extremely hungry, really low energy. I'm feeling that depletion of carbohydrates. So getting a feeling I'm going to need to tone this up to about 20% a day. I have it on 15. I kept saying like 15 would be right, but now that I feel like my body, feeling how I feel right now, I definitely want to put this number up. My total daily calories at the moment comes up to 2,200, so I don't have any avocado or chocolate with this. I'm going to tuck into this right now, and I'll catch up with you guys for the wrap up. Hey guys, it's time for a wrap up of day 39 of the 2K Club with Body Development. So today's workout was Metcon ball with upper weights. It was, well, actually it's kind of upper and lower weights. So we had shoulder presses, squats, some chest presses on the ball, some really tough ab exercises as well. It was a really tough workout, but overall really enjoyed it. It was good to try a few new things, especially on the abs. It had this big medicine ball, and essentially the idea was that you'd come up to sort of like a fish hold, and then you'd sit up to like a V, you pass it to your legs, and then you go back and stretch, all at the same time keeping your legs off the ground, keeping your chest off the ground, so you're just like really using those abs, and then you're passing the ball backwards and forwards. Even just thinking about it now is making my abs feel tired, but today was a good day. Well, actually, today was not a good day. My energy levels were abysmal. I was really struggling during the day. I had headaches. I didn't talk about it in my earlier videos because it took me some time to like reflect on it afterwards to realize what was going on. I was at too big a carb deficit because the day before I did not have that many carbs, and I suffered for it today. After I ate the parsnips and stuff this evening, I had some more carbs, I felt immediately better. I did the workout and I haven't had trouble since. So it's definitely a carbohydrates issue. I need to make sure I'm not messing about and leaving them off the plate. I was a bit worried that I do have that still because I've seen what's been working and it feels weird to change that, but I know I can eat more and lose the weight slower. I just need to be okay with that. I know it will work if I just carried on doing what I'm doing, that I'll in theory keep losing weight at the same pace, but at some point I'm going to run out of fat to burn and I'm not putting enough carbs in me to keep it going. With that said, let's go over the breakdown for today. So today I ate 2,278 calories. I burned off 3,110, giving me a deficit of 832, which is very high. I could have definitely ate more. I could have ate the very easily avocado and added another round of chocolate to that. That would have brought me up to around 2,500 calories, and then that would have been burned off by that exercise. So all in all, over the deficit's a bit big, and I need to stop shying away from eating larger meals when I can, especially when I'm feeling like a little bit run down or a little bit like I've got a headache and stuff like that. It's probably from carbohydrates, and it's just making sure that I'm eating enough to keep myself fueled. So actually I'll be taking a mid-month scan on, I can't even remember if I've mentioned in one of my other videos this week, but I'll be doing a mid-month scan on Sunday, so I can check my progress off against the 1st of February. Well, sorry, the early of February. I don't think it was the 1st of February. It was close enough to it though. So I'll get my scan. I can do some comparisons. We can take a look at the muscle mass. We can take a look at fat loss and hydration and see if everything's staying on course. And if we've lost muscle mass, we know we've definitely got to increase how much we're eating. And I've seen the scale because I actually stepped on the scale this morning and I know that my weight is down. So it's just a case of making sure that it's not in no losses in muscle mass or minimal, absolute minimal, because it's unnecessary. I don't need to. And going through those scans with you guys, probably on Monday. I'm a bit busy this weekend, so I'm not going to get full vlogs in, but I will take photos of everything and I'll get the videos out on Monday, and I'll do a whole overview of the whole weekend. So this morning I woke up about 8 o'clock. Got to bed pretty late last night, about midnight. Woke up 8 o'clock, so I did get some good sleep. Genuinely been feeling okay. Got up, started my day. Feeling a little bit sluggish now. It's about 10:30 in the morning, so the low energy is starting to kick in. I feel like having the extra carbs definitely helps versus when I was super low. I did actually do a calculation recently and realized that my average over a month was about 12% on the carbs, and I was definitely feeling the low energy. I mean, obviously the results have been the fat's been burning very, very quickly. So ketosis, I think, is the proper term for it, has been kicking in. But at the same time, if I don't have energy to do the things I want to do, then what's the point, right? So today the goal is to not eat as much as I did the past couple of days, because I just wanted to sort of offset and do a little bit of a check to see how that was going to impact me. Eating more versus how much I'm burning based on the recordings from the watch. I've got some samples where yesterday it was only a 213 burn, and Monday it was a 410 burn instead of 500 plus. Today I have Fit as my class. Fit is the really tough cardio run through where essentially you just put everything into completing the circuits 5 times through, and you just keep going. You do as many reps in each exercise as you possibly can, keeping pace with whatever set or whatever rep range you're being set by the PT. So I'll give that a run. I'll do that. That's today. By the time I get to this evening, I'm going to be dead. I always think Fit's hard. It's actually kind of weird because Metcon can technically be harder depending on how the cards come out of the deck and how fast the PT wants to draw the cards and make you run in between exercises, or remove that and go 5 minutes intense. Just exercise, hard run, exercise, hard run, exercise, hard run for 5 full minutes, versus like Fit where it's just going to be like non-stop all the way through. Got some like running on the step and stuff like that to do at the start of each Fit circuit. That I'm a little bit worried about because I've hurt my foot, so I'm just going to have to take that a little bit easier and not try and go full pelt, full blast, same thing. But yeah, that's a quick update from my day. All good on my side. My skin on my shoulders and my back and that have cleared up really, really well. I'm not experiencing, I used to get like quite bad acne all over, but it's all sort of starting to fade now. The odd bit piece that I have had come up on my face is largely due to me more sat at the computer when I'm editing these videos. Like I have a tendency to touch my face. And it's just like, I gotta stop doing that. And as you can see, you can't really, it's not that bad. So all this, the diet has definitely helped. The amount of water I'm drinking, I'm thinking, has definitely helped. And making sure, I just say, shower quite quickly after you come back from the gym. It is a bit of a double-edged sword because if I want to track the burn down calories on my Garmin watch, I leave it running for about half hour after the class just to catch some of those remaining calories that are getting burned. So I close the workout as soon as we finish so that I can check the heart zones, and then I start another cardio workout and I just let that run for 30 minutes when I come back. So by the time I walk back over, about 15 minutes later, I'll jump in the shower and get washed off. Don't want to be walking around in sweaty clothes. Let's wrap that up here, and I'll catch you guys for lunch in just a few minutes. And guys, this is meal 1 for today. So we have 247 grams of new potatoes, 1 pork chop, and 32 grams of dark chocolate. It just came out that way when I broke it out of the packet. Pretty standard meal, very good on the macros, and very, very filling because the fat is very calorie dense, and the protein in the pork, it just helps you not feel as hungry later in the day, and the potatoes are just going to give me a little bit of energy to get me through. And then the chocolate is to essentially just sort of mix up the flavors, giving me that little bit of almost like a sweet. It's not sweet because there's no sugar in it. It's 100% absolute dark. There's like, that thing is like just black and dead inside, but it's very bitter, but I really like the taste, and it kind of mixes the flavors up a little bit. Anyway, Guys, I will catch you up for meal 2 a little later. Okay guys, this is meal 2 for today. We have 355 grams of chicken thighs. We have 120 of avocado. Interestingly, there was no core in the avocado, so this one came out a little bit scuffed. Just gonna have to cut some little bits out where the core used to be. 30 grams of absolute dark chocolate. And after this, I'm going to get ready and head over to this evening's class, which is fit. So I'll catch up with you guys for the wrap up a little bit later. Hey guys, we're at the end of the day. Oh wow, what a day it's been. Total calories in 1,999. Total calories out 2,974. Deficit 975. So I left my watch running a little bit longer after the class, from 30 minutes to an hour, to catch all those coming down calories, essentially, that afterburn from post-workouts. Interestingly, I'm pretty sure this is what's been happening all the way through, is because of the way I was tracking my exercises originally, just up until the point of where I finished training and then not running it properly after the sessions. I lost so much weight so quickly that it was probably meaning I was eating at about 1,000 calorie deficit every day, which would line up with what's happened today, which would explain the weight loss. I mean, I did start adjusting my watch to now just like record about 30 minutes after the session, just so I can track my heart rate as it comes down. But that could be part of the mystery of what's been the keys to my success so far, is that I've been planning for a 500 deficit and I've actually been negative 1,000, which is a lot higher than I would like to be. Previous days where I've been eating like 2,360, and then burning off 213, is probably much more. That day is probably closer to 500 when you take into consideration the calories burned afterwards. My mood right now is extremely sleepy. It's time for me to go to bed. I think my neighbor smokes on a balcony below me, so it kind of messes with my sinuses. Obviously, it's his house; he gets to do what he likes. So it's just one of those things where I'm just like, oh no, am I getting sick? It's like, oh no, it's just he's having a smoke, which is fair enough. That's his property. It's what he gets to do. So yeah, anything else to report? Nothing really. Looking forward to the weekend. Taking a break. Muscles are extremely tired. Fit was tough, but got through it. I pushed myself really hard, and I feel pretty good about. I feel very good about how the effort I put into that workout. So I'm in a good place. Well, guys, this is going to be it for me today. I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one. This morning I woke up. I was doing great. I wasn't that hungry. I can definitely feel the difference between when I eat around 15% of my macronutrients as carbs versus when I go down as low as 10%. The days where I'm down as low as 10%, I'm struggling. I'm getting headaches, I'm not feeling good. And then if I have just a little bit more, it's not even an excessive amount more, really. Like, it's the difference between like 50 grams to 80 grams. Like, I just feel so much better today. Like, I'm with it, I'm ready, I'm able to concentrate and feeling ready for the day. I keep saying the word ready because that's just how awesome I'm feeling right now. So today, got one more training session, then we have the weekend off. I've got a scan, which I'll take up on Monday. So today, food is, funny enough, just about to run out. So I can finish off my food stores and then top up again. So that generally means that I've got Monday to Friday on about £12, I think it was, give or take, without going to the store, which is great. And the thing is like what's happening is, which is now why my cost calculations are getting a bit shoved out of sorts, is that I'm making the materials, buying the materials, and they're lasting me so long because you get like 2 kilograms of chicken thighs, eating 300 a day. That gives you like almost, well, not 7 days, because that'd be 2,100. But yeah, you get close enough. Like if you're eating 350, like to about 4 or 5 days worth of food out of those. Pork chops are more expensive. Pork belly is super cheap, but it's something I couldn't eat every day. The taste of fat starts tasting a little bit weird if I do it like multiple days in a row. Whereas chicken thighs are just like unbelievably full of flavor and really good. So yeah, there's that. I stepped on the scale this morning. I was a little bit heavier than the last time I checked, but part of that is due to the fact that I've still working through my hydration. I drank a bunch of water, so there's going to be some weight from that, and of course it's going to fluctuate, but still on target for this week's goal. Right, so that's going to be everything from me. I'm going to go start the oven up so I can start preheating and getting lunch ready, and I'll catch up with you guys when meal one is ready. So see you real soon. Okay guys, this is lunch for today. We have one pork chop, thick cut from Sainsbury's, 264 grams of new potatoes, and 30 grams of absolute 100% dark chocolate. It's kind of pretty routine at this point. Not much more to say, so I'll catch up with you with meal two, which, no surprises, is spoiler alert, is going to be chicken thighs, parsnips, and avocado with some dark chocolate. Anyway, guys, catch you in a bit. Hey guys, and this is meal two for today. It's basically the last of everything I've got here. So I have about 96 grams of avocado, 330 or so grams of chicken thighs, 30 grams of absolute dark chocolate, and 96 grams of parsnips. They're a little bit overcooked, left them in just a little bit too long, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to crunch these down, and then I've got upper weights at Body Development this evening, and then I'll catch you guys for the wrap up. So we closed out the day with the following calorie stats. 1962 in, 2,830 out, deficit 868. Overall, deficit's on a bit of the high side. I'd prefer to have eaten a bit more, but I just kind of ran out of food. So ended up in that situation where it's just like, eat what I've got left, go out to the store, buy some more. Shopping bill's still super cheap, so enjoying that. Just went to Sainsbury's, didn't go too adventurous. Ideally, I'd have gone to Lidl, but Sainsbury's is just closer and it's more convenient. Right now, it's about 11 o'clock at night. Feeling pretty good. No serious mood problems or a bit of trouble concentrating. Definitely up in the carbs helping. Yeah, I just feel really good mood. I'm very, very tired, so I'm looking forward to getting a good sleep in. I'm going to be busy this weekend, so I'll give you guys a wrap up on Monday. We've kind of got like a mid-month review that I'll go over because I'll get the scan and I can sort of break down the stats from where I was the start of February versus to where we are now. And then that'll give us some indication about whether or not I need to increase my calories, decrease my calories, or what kind of changes I need to make in terms of my food, really, because that's the only thing worth changing. My training schedule I'm not looking to change, although I am interested in trying out I saw some calisthenics training earlier, which a class was just finishing as I arrived, and I kind of really want to try that, but it's recommended I do stretch and move for a bit, which is another one of the classes offered by those guys. So I'll probably said to take that for about 2 months beforehand, so I'll try and book in. It's a little bit early on a Friday, so I've got to juggle some things around with work, but I'm really interested in trying the calisthenics. It looked calisthenics. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm a bit tired anyway, but it looked super interesting, and it's something I think Tom Holland trains in for his role for Spider-Man, and quite a few people go on about it. But it looks interesting, so yeah, I'll give it a try. I gotta stop saying the word interesting. I'm gonna go to bed now, but. Guys, that's going to be me, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for the next one, so peace out.